Can you read me? Captain, this is dangerous area. Alter your course. Alter your course and do not enter this area.
Sailing around the world introduces a lot of excitement into our lives, and it feels like every single week something memorable happens. But the past month sailing the southwest coast of Turkey has been even more eventful than usual. Massive storms, beautiful anchorages, ancient ruins, and my difficult yet noble journey of becoming an amateur adventurer archaeologist. But this week is on a completely different level.
This morning I took a pregnancy test. It's positive.
Excitement can be both good and bad. And when our daughter gets really sick, we find ourselves looking for a pediatrician who speaks English in a rural part of Turkey.
If she's still sick Thursday, she needs to go to a hospital.
And just when we think the excitement's over, we find ourselves being chased down by a warship in the middle of a massive military exercise.
There's 3 submarines up ahead of us.
But the story this week begins near the town of Göcek at the small and pristine anchorage of Wall Bay.
Well, we're getting ready to leave this anchorage. I gotta say, I'm actually pretty sad. I feel far enough away from civilization that I feel really at peace. I feel kind of like I'm gonna leave a little bit of my heart here. Back to civilization it is, I guess. It's fun being pulled around.
So today we are heading back to the town of Göcek, where we were a few weeks ago. And in fact, we're heading to a marina. I want to dismantle the windlass, clean it up, grease it, and then put it back together again to see if that will solve the problem that we've been having with it. Yeah, it went again.
I feel like I'm giving Heimlich to the boat.
But we're also gonna kind of prepare ourselves to start to head out of the Göcek area and also to head out of Turkey. So I only really plan on being here in the country for another 2 weeks or so. And the direction we're heading is against the prevailing wind. So we kind of need to be 100% ready to take any weather window that we get, right? But we've had a really cool time, and Wall Bay, man, was easily our highlight of Turkey, I think. It was just the coolest. Giovanna and Fletcher are gonna laugh at me, but I think it was the coolest anchorage that we've ever stayed at for like a significant amount of time.
Y'all say that a lot.
We say that about everywhere that we go.
Coolest anchorage we've been to ever.
This anchorage is so much busier than when we came here, and that was just what, like 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the difference between April and May. People consider May to be summer.
Atticus? Okay, we're on Sea Dock. He's saying go that way.
Okay.
Dang, that looks tight.
Yeah, it does. You're gonna have to help fend probably, okay?
Uh-huh, and the dinghy's okay, just...
Yeah, don't worry about it, just focus here, okay?
Okay, here we go.
Fend the port side. Watch the Starlink. Boy, we're really squeezing in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so first step with this windlass is basically, I'm just gonna dismantle it. So I'm just gonna take it apart piece by piece until the above deck portion of it is completely dismantled. Oh my God, ow. Then I'm gonna test the motor and see if it works better than it did with the windlass still mounted. Yeah, so whatever problem's going on, it's still happening even with the windlass above deck dismantled. So now I'm gonna come up here forward to the chain locker and we're gonna have to remove the windlass motor and gearbox there. And basically I'm just gonna remove this motor and gearbox. And we've actually already arranged to have this motor and gearbox looked at by a technician. And so we just need to remove this thing and take it to this local workshop. Well, things are not looking too good in here. It looks like there's just a lot more corrosion on the motor and on the gearbox than I thought. The windlass was installed in 1997 when the boat was built, so this is a pretty old unit. It's looking really bad. And so at this point I'm like, there's no point in like sending it to a shop to have it
worked on, I need to just replace this thing. Like it's just that old. But I don't want to replace it here because it would be expensive in Turkey because the customs and the import duties would just make it super expensive. And the marina that we're in is expensive. And so because it's so corroded, it would take me a while to assemble the tools necessary to like get these bolts unstuck, even though there's so little space, right? Like it's gonna require some serious effort. It's working okay, it's just not working great. So I think this will work until we get to either maybe somewhere in Greece or maybe Montenegro, one of those places where the marinas are gonna be a lot more affordable and it'll be easier to get, you know, parts, you know, cheaper. So yeah, I think we might just put this off.
Okay, so that means that the next step is to simply just clean everything up here and reassemble it. You may remember that just like a week ago, we weren't able to anchor or drop the anchor by releasing the brake on this windlass. Okay, drop.
It's not doing anything.
I think it's because this was all just a little corroded and not greased up. So if we clean it and grease it, put it back together, we should be able to at least drop the anchor, even if the motor stops working. If that worked the way that I'm hoping it did, we should be able to release this and the anchor will go down. That's good. That's very, very good. Oh, beautiful. So when we first started sailing, I would get really frustrated when systems would break down, which on Atticus 1 happened all of the time. I felt like if we could just get enough boat projects done and get the boat in good enough shape, that eventually stuff would stop breaking and we could live the lives of successful sailors. But over the years, I've come to realize that no matter how prepared we are, no matter how put together the boat is, stuff is just always going to be breaking. And I now see systems breaking down as a normal, unavoidable part of life, and it just doesn't get to me the way that it used to. But you don't have to spend years of your life fixing up old sailboats to reach conclusions like these. And for a lot of people, I think that speaking with a therapist can be extremely helpful. And that brings me to the sponsor of today's episode, BetterHelp. BetterHelp can connect you with a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. You can do it all from your phone or computer via phone call, video chat, or messaging, however you feel most comfortable. So let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist who can support you all from the comfort of your own home. Visit betterhelp.com/Atticus or choose Sailing Project Atticus during sign up to enjoy a special discount for your first month. Okay, so our chores that we had to do are done, so we're ready to get out of here. We were scheduled to leave this morning, but Isabella is sick.
This will be day 3 of her being sick. And yeah, she's been super irritable. She didn't poop for like 2.5 days. This morning we had movement.
She pooped.
Woo, good job, baby.
That was very, very exciting. We were both like, yes!
It was diarrhea, so I think it might be like a stomach bug or something. I just didn't feel comfortable heading off to an off-grid anchorage with her like this, just in case we needed to go see a doctor or something.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking just give her one more day. I think she's on the mend after the poop.
She's not too bad, but you know, the idea of leaving civilization at this point is just a bad idea. So one more day in the marina, we'll be fine. But that's not bad news because I've got a couple things that I could do today. So my project today is going to be addressing the water quality that we run into a lot of the time when we're in marinas all over the world, really. Municipal water that's coming off of the normal water grid in the town is just often not very good. Now, we've got a really heavy duty filter in the boat that we use for all of our drinking water. So that basically makes like okay water or kind of sketchy water. It makes it drinkable, it makes it safe. But what we've always used is this pre-filter here. And this pre-filter on the hose just helps to like get rid of sediment so that sediment doesn't get into our tanks. But that thing is super old and it really needs to get replaced. And we've noticed most of our time in Turkey, also a lot of our time in Greece, when we were in marinas, the water just didn't taste very good. So I went down to a marine store here and they had this really nice like drinking water filter kit. And this filters out sediment, but then it also has this like special filter that like gets rid of the
bad taste. It also gets rid of all the chlorine, so I'm hoping this should improve the quality of our water. Didn't realize I was still under pressure. Okay. Okay, bud.
Ooh,
Tell me if this tastes good.
that's very clean water, buddy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, mission accomplished. Oh, so are you making Isabella feel better?
So Jordan and I have been planning for baby number 2 for a little while now, and we've been trying. And this morning I took a pregnancy test and it's positive. Like, I'm just on the boat alone with Oso, and Isa's sick, so she's watching Miss Rachel. I don't want to bug her, but Jordan doesn't know yet, so I'm gonna pretend like I don't know how to read it, and when he comes back from his errands ashore, I'm gonna try to surprise him. But I'm just so excited, and yeah, I'm really excited. Did you get the bread?
Yep.
Can you read my test? I don't know how to maybe. It's been 7 minutes.
I think you're pregnant.
I'm pregnant! I know!
Come here, my little feather.
I'm so light. We're gonna have a sister or brother! Oh, she's scared. Oh, can you believe it?
Good job, buddy. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh.
Ah! It's so funny because it's like the first time we found out, our life was so organized, and we're like, we will have a baby now, you know?
Yeah.
And now it's like, Isa's sick, also hasn't been out on a walk, like our plans have changed so many times.
Yeah.
Things are up in the air. Now we're having another baby.
That's what's exciting about it, though. It's like having a baby is like the ultimate throwing caution to the wind. And I'm so excited about it. Oh my God.
We did it, buddy.
We did part of it. It is like, what, day 6 in this marina? We're gearing up, getting ready to leave. Took Isabella's temperature. She had like a very, very slight temperature, but it's lower than it has been. But now she's well, I was gonna say she's been acting really fussy. She loves this camera, man.
Like the camera.
She has not smiled like that all morning. But look at her little tired eyes,
I
you know?
know.
I feel like she's improving, but she's definitely not over it.
Yeah, this is the longest time she's been sick since she's been born.
So we're trying to figure out what we want to do because, as we kind of mentioned, this marina is very expensive. It's worth staying here if it's for her health, but we just got to figure out how much of a concern is it. Isabella, you are such a joke. She's like, me, I'm wonderful. An analogy that might make sense is, imagine you're on a vacation and you're just like, screw it. Like, let's just splurge and let's just go stay at this really nice hotel. And it's expensive and it's like way out of your normal budget. But you're like, let's just do it for like 2 nights. And then you get there and then you get like COVID and you can't like go anywhere. And you're stuck there for like a week just paying it. That's kind of how I feel right now. Isabella, give your cow a kiss.
Aww.
Give your cow a hug.
I got your cow. I'll take care of your cow.
Okay, so we have a plan. I ended up reserving another 2 nights here at the marina, and we found a pediatrician that's about a 30-minute drive away. They speak English. This morning, she seemed like she was gonna be good, and then she just kind of went super downhill and became super, super fussy. We also realized that her gums look kind of red. We looked it up and it could be like a gum infection. So anyway, I feel really good about this. Gonna go to the doctor's today. We've got the slip tomorrow also. We don't need to go anywhere for a couple days.
Okay, baby, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. High five? Good job, high five.
The pediatrician that we found was a 30-minute taxi ride away in the town of Fethiye. I couldn't believe that we were able to get an appointment only a few hours in advance, and the appointment itself went super smooth.
Okay, so we are back in Göcek, back at the marina, and basically the doctor said that it's like a viral infection that's in her throat and in her gums and in her mouth. So because it's a viral infection, we can't give her like antibiotics or anything, but the doctor did prescribe some vitamins to help her fight the infection, and then also like a spray that should help with the pain. And then we got some Pedialyte to deal with her dehydration. So she said that she thinks she should be able to just fight it on her own. and should be better in like 2 days. And she said that if that's not the case, then to go back and see her. So 2 days and we'll see what happens. We checked Isabella's temperature earlier today. This is like what, day 5 of her having a temperature? She didn't have a temperature. So we're gonna check again right now. And if that's the case, then we have clearance from our pediatrician here that we can head out of here, you know, that she should be on the mend. So
Yeah,
she's very fussy.
She had a really great day. Just after her nap just now, she was not having it.
Yeah. Okay, fingers crossed. This is the moment of truth.
Okay. It's okay. Here, take your baby doll. 36.8.
Yes.
Baby doll.
Below 37. Below 38 is normal, actually. So before 37 is very normal.
High five, Lucy.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
We've realized that the virus that she has, I think, is the same virus that causes hand, foot, and mouth disease. So she's got blisters on her lips. Her gums are really inflamed, and you can tell they're bothering her. But she is doing a lot better than she did like a day or 2 ago.
Not so cute when she smiles, though.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
You know? Oh, and her breath smells really bad.
Yeah.
So you're kind of gross. But hopefully you'll be better soon. Good morning. Little baby, she's so cute. Oh man, this morning is so beautiful. It's just quiet and it's a little bit foggy and misty, and everything is just kind of like blue hued. All the mountains look really beautiful all around. I'm excited to get underway and see what's over the horizon.
Good morning.
Well, I didn't have to give her any medicine last night.
She's getting better.
Yeah, but man, her breath is gross. The doctor said not to brush her teeth because her gums are so raw and they'll probably bleed, but her breath smells worse than yours, OC.
So we are gonna be underway for a long time today. We are leaving this region, so we're leaving Göcek. In fact, we're gonna head way back around that last peninsula that we rounded to get into the next bay north of here. And the prevailing winds come from the north and from the west, so they're completely against us on this passage typically. And so we finally have a good weather window to get all the way around this point and into the next big bay. So we're gonna be underway today for about 13 and a half hours, something like that. Man, we're heading through this cut with land on either side. It smells like a farm or like cow or something, you know? Can you smell that?
Oh yeah, see what you're saying.
It's weird. It's the only kind of that kind of smells good, I guess, you know? Because it kind of smells sweet, like a farm almost.
It's probably how Isa got her viral infection from all the sheep poop everywhere.
Yeah, true. Well, it looks like the Turkish Navy is out doing exercises again. Same thing, there was a pretty big fleet when we came into Göcek. Seems like kind of a regular thing right here.
Can you read?
This is sailing vessel Atticus. Yes, I read you loud and clear. You are passing my stern at the moment.
Captain, this is dangerous area. Alter your course. Alter your course to north. To north. And do not enter this area. Do not enter this area before 1700 Zulu time.
Okay, very good. And that is the case for this entire bay. Is that correct?
Captain, I am changing your course. Alter your course. 296. Over.
Okay, I will be altering course to 296. Repeat, 296.
Captain, thank you for your cooperation with the Turkish warship. Over. Captain.
Okay, not a problem. Thank you very much for your help. Okay, so we're being escorted by a Turkish warship because apparently this area is dangerous. Cool.
Captain, I requested you alter your course. North.
Okay, I will be altering course due north, 001.
Where are you going, Captain? Where are you going?
We are going to an anchorage near Bosburun.
Roger, Captain.
Turkish warship. This is sailing vessel Atticus. I am requesting if, after continuing north and getting closer to the coast, would we be able to proceed to Bosburun? Over. I have no idea if that guy's talking to me or not.
There's 2 ships up ahead. Are those warships?
I think that's a submarine. I mean, I think we're just surrounded by warships.
I'm just concerned what he means, like, your path is dangerous. Like, they're practicing stuff
Yeah.
and they might target us?
Yeah, I would imagine they're doing something over here.
Ugh,
Yeah.
dangerous. Are we, like, in the middle of some secret war, you know?
I don't know.
Let's get out of here, buddy.
So there's 3 submarines up ahead of us. Like, I'm trying to figure out what they want me to do. I think I'm gonna turn that way.
So that you don't run into them?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where the hell they want me to go. I can't just keep going north, you know? Turkish warship, Turkish warship. This is sailing vessel Atticus. We are approaching what appear to be submarines. I am requesting to alter course to 270. This is ridiculous. Turkish warship, this is sailing vessel Atticus. We have adjusted course to 270. We will be standing by on 16 for further instructions.
Captain, you don't change your port. Is that correct?
Correct, we are still going to Bosberen.
Okay, Captain. There is no problem. Have a safe journey, Turkish warship.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. We will continue on our way to Bosberen. Woo! What the hell? Oh my God. That was like the perfect storm of like just enough communication to make it like scary. I wasn't able to film it, but they like were steaming up ahead of us, honking their horn. And I'm like, yes, what? Tell me what to do, you know? My heart was just pounding. Okay, so I think what must have happened is since there's 4 submarines just lined up over here, I'm sure they're just doing exercises and then there was a submarine like in front of us, you know what I mean? If there was just like a little bit of clear communication, that would have been simple, you know? Oh God, here's another warship going right in front of our path. They haven't hailed us on the radio yet, but I'm getting over this, dude. And this has been like a couple hours that we've been in the area with warships. Like, this is a massive exercise that they're doing. And another thing that's weird about this situation is we're so far offshore that normally I rely really heavily on AIS. So I'm constantly checking AIS. If there's no vessels around, I feel secure. I just need to look out for the odd fishing vessel here and there that doesn't have AIS. But with warships, they almost never transmit an AIS signal. And so there's like dozens and dozens of ships out here and none of them are transmitting AIS. I'm just not used to having to keep such a focused watch when we're this far offshore. It's like I'm just constantly just like looking around, dodging boats. You got your hands full, buddy.
Wow, it's really pretty out.
Yeah, it turned out to be a really nice day.
Wow.
Yeah, the clouds cleared up, the wind filled in.
We're sailing, baby.
Man, but this coastline is so dramatic.
There's nothing there. Like, what part of Turkey is that?
I don't know. Like, would you know it if I told you?
Yeah, I know Turkey like the back of my hand, buddy. What do you see over there, huh? What do you see? Do you love Oso?
Did Dad have kiss? Oh, so not you. I'm talking to Isabella. Yeah, so Isabella, like, she's not really that into me, but she loves the drone. And since I fly the drone, like, she's starting to like me now. Can Dad have kiss now that he has the drone?
Kiss? Oh.
Thank you. Yeah, you excited? Yeah, you want to see a drone go up?
There it goes. There it goes. Oh my gosh.
Holy shit, we're sailing. Wow, the wind picked up. We're close reaching and we've got a bit of a heel on, man. This is nice. We are really moving now. Everyone's happy, we're making good time. This is great. We're doing like 7.5 knots. This is awesome.
You see how she's like surfing?
Yeah, yeah, she does really good.
Little surfer.
And I've said this a couple times, but I feel like I'm sailing on a lake in the Sierras or something. The mountains and the green and then the kind of granite looking rock. It's so epic, it's so big, it's everywhere, but it just reminds me so much of, you know, my home in California. And the fact that we're just gliding along, like zero fetch, zero waves, perfect wind. This is really, really cool, man. I just can't stop smiling. All right, so we are getting close to our anchorage and the wind died, so we turned the engine on again. I can't believe that Göcek is as crowded as it was, because this is just as pretty, don't you think?
Yeah, part of me is bummed we didn't get out of there sooner. Now that we're out here, I'm like, man, this was right around the corner the whole time.
Yeah, and it really is so much more our style. I don't want to be cliche, but I just like something 10 times more if there aren't other boats, if there aren't other people. We just need to take that risk more often. Like, even if something is a little bit less cool, if it's less crowded, we should go to it.
Wow, this anchorage is really pretty and it's very calm. There's a cool, random, looks like an island right there. That is crazy beautiful. Jumping!
Hey guys, thanks for watching the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to take a second to thank our newest patrons. So guys, thank you so much for jumping on board. Without you, none of this would be possible. So first of all, thank you to our newest deckhand level patrons. You guys rock. Thank you so much for hopping on board. And a huge thank you to our newest bosun level patrons, Jerry Johnston and Richard Broner. To all of our patrons, thank you so much for your support. You guys are amazing. It's only because of you that these videos are possible. Our patrons get access to our patron-only Facebook group. They also get access to ad-free versions of our episodes and a couple other cool things. So if you really enjoy our videos and you're not a patron yet, then definitely check out patreon.com/Project Atticus to learn more. And other than that, we will catch you guys next week.